Welcome back to our channel. We're Stefano and Sasha. We've been up to a lot lately, so we're going to fill you in. Last year, we self-converted a shuttle bus and traveled to Baja, California. Then we swapped that for a truck camper, and we spent 4 months driving down to Costa Rica and back, where we rescued our beautiful new puppy, Nala. Now we're on to a new project. We are converting this ambulance into a full-time home on wheels. As always, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to see more.
Good morning, guys. It's kind of chilly today. This summer in San Diego doesn't really feel like a summer. One day it's hot, one day it's cold. So it's kind of like a little bit unpredictable. But the good way about being cold is we are not gonna sweat inside the van. So what I'm doing today, Sasha is at work. I don't think she will be able to help me at all. So what I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do today. So we are working on a bed frame, but before we finish that, we decided it's wise to start work on the plumbing system as well, because it's gonna be under the bed here. So what I've done yesterday was drilling a hole for the water intake. Our system is gonna be pretty simple. So we have the water intake and the air intake that is gonna be here, which is gonna be this. It's gonna be this little guy here, facing from the outside. Water intake, air intake, is two, and then from down here we're gonna create a system that goes this is just like a quick fix. I'm gonna make this better once we know exactly what everything is going. So it's gonna go in the strainer, water pump, accumulator. From here it's gonna run behind the wall. We are going to run the PEX all the way behind the wall there until what is gonna be the kitchen sink. And I'm gonna use a T-tap, which is somewhere, I don't remember where I put it, over here. And we're gonna create another external tap up there, so when we plug the water heater for an outdoor shower, you just have the attachment over there. It seems pretty easy, but yeah, we have to account for a few things, like the PEX needs to run under the water intake, but there is like an electric outlet down there, so I want to make sure like that everything is nice and clean and don't get confused with electric. We don't want to definitely mix water with electric. So yeah, that's the plan for today. I'm gonna try to sort all these things out, and then we can finish putting the top of the bed. All right, so right now I position this properly so they are all nice and snug. I create a hole for the PEX to go inside the wall, and what I'm gonna do right now is use the angle and the 90-degree angle and the three-way connection and some clamp to start to make my line. I'm gonna start from here. I created a three-way connection, and then I'm gonna run it down to where the sink will be, just behind the wall. One thing that I want to mention is there's two different kind of PEX. Unfortunately, we only need a small amount of PEX, so we didn't want to buy the 100 feet. This type of PEX is called Apollo PEX. This type of clamps are the same, and this type of three-way connection is the same. This 90-degree elbow is called PEX A, which means it's way bigger. So the only way to put this inside here is to melt the PEX, make it softer, and then snuggle this inside, which is a little bit hard, but we did it last time and we can do it again. All right, we have created the connection This is gonna be for the water heater, outdoor water heater. This is gonna be the connection to the water pump and accumulator. And down there, I haven't finished it, but we are going to make the connection for the sink. So what I'm gonna do now is place everything behind the wall, make sure they fit properly, and then we're gonna secure it and put back the wall. Okay, so we have secured the pegs on the wall. I use this like bracket, so you just put the pegs inside and stick this to the wall with the screws, and then just hold it up in place. We got one exiting for the water heater, which I'm gonna connect next, and it's gonna be like this. Then we have one that goes from the water pump, and I haven't secured the one down there. I just let the pegs run over here for now, and you can see down there. We're just gonna wait for the cabinet and the sink to come to make sure that it's gonna end up there. So I'm just leave that loose. It's gonna be easy just to remove a couple of screws to move the wall again. And I think I'm gonna work on the water intake right now, the outer part, and then we can secure the other rest of the plumbing system. We have our water intake here. This is just a temporary fit. We don't have built tape, which is recommended to use as a sealant, and then a silicone around. So I'm just gonna place this with some screw for now, so we can finish the plumbing on the other side, or cut the pipes at the right length, and in this way I can finish to connect the water tank. This is here now. I'm just gonna start to connect each component, and then we're gonna place a water tank and connect the water tank to the main system. Unfortunately, I can't find any more the built tape, so we're gonna have to get some more to place the watering field down there. But yeah, it looks good so far. Making progress, counting by the end of the day to finish with the water system, which is like a big step. Hello, baby.
What are you doing?
Making a mess.
Being a plumber?
Being a kissy. That's all I've done so far.
Good job. It looks tiny. Ooh, good job. Behind the wall, baby.
Yeah?
Good job. You're so sweaty.
I am. It's so hot inside here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to have lunch?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Chuck, we are going to have lunch. Here is the water tank. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is measure pipe for the water intake, and then for the air intake. And then we're gonna use some 2x3 to support or stop the water tank from sliding forward and backward and sideways. And then we should be done with the plumbing system. This is the last part of our plumbing system. We are connecting the outfield intake to the water tank. So far I connected like the main hose, the one that run the water, and this is the one that run the hair. We're just gonna push everything inside, and then Sasha is gonna use skills with silicone and beauty tape. So we're gonna put beauty tape all around, and then press it in, and then put silicone, so there's not gonna be any leak happening from the outside. While Sasha is finished with the silicone outside, I'm gonna finish to connect these two on the water tank. This is pretty tight already, I've done it. So we're just gonna finish to secure the air intake. And the last bit, it will be connecting the water tank to the water pump. And then we are good to go.
The final part of the plumbing, the air intake and the hose that goes to the water infill here. We can test it soon to make sure it's all waterproof. And I think it looks really tidy, like nice and organized. Yeah. I'm very impressed, darling.
Thank you, baby. Once we finish the plumbing system, it's time to work on a kitchen side. First, cutting the butcher block and securing the sink, then connect everything to the main plumbing system and making sure that everything works perfectly. This is a little bit tricky considering the size of the van, but finally at the end we managed to make it work and we get the result that we wanted. We have the water in the van and we are really happy with the result that we achieved. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for next week's video where we're gonna finish all the little projects that we always procrastinate until the end, including painting, cabinets, all the decor and little design accessories that will make our van the most beautiful van in California. Ciao, ciao!